Judge Sitole with Mr. A. Mugia.
I hope we will be able to start. We all make efforts to start earlier tomorrow.
Indeed, my lord.
Yes.
Thank you very much, my lord.
I leave it to the state to ensure that that happens.
Indeed, my lord.
What stage are we at now?
My lord, I was still leading the first accused person who was on the stand.
Mr. Moses Mpofu, you can check the witness stand. Don't take it home. you still...
Lonzi Moses Mpofu.
Makasununguka kushandisa mtauro.
Chataura nishona.
Please swear me.
As the court pleases, my lord. Iwe Moses Mpofu no pikeri pamberi pedare tuchapupa uchapa mno mudare mchange uri chokwadi chega chisina manyepo kana mchipika saizvozvo simzeri kolomzeruji muti Mwari ndibatsire.
Mwari ndibatsire.
Witness for my lord.
You gotta go. Mr. Judy.
Yes, thank you very much, my lord. Yes, Mr. Mpofu, you remember that we were commenting on the exhibits the last time that we met and were dealing with this matter.
Munjiri kurangarira ere kuti nguva yakapfuura yatanga tiri muno mudare tanga tichitaura maringe nemaexhibits.
Yes.
Yes, so I would like us to pick it up from where we left. I think we had finished with exhibit number 14.
Saka hanzi toda kuti titangire patakasira patakapedzisira kuya muno tichatanga kubva paexhibit number 14.
So we now exhibit 14 or 14?
14, yes.
14. Yes.
Which was the notification, which was the bid proposal document.
Just a second. I just need to reconcile our notes here. What was the last? Which was the last notes? I was commenting on exhibit 3. Yeah. Last time he had commented on exhibit 3 and then exhibit 4.
Oh, so it's 4. Okay, thank you very much, my lord. I thought it was 14.
So what is exhibit 4?
Exhibit 4, my lord, is the general conditions of contract. Thank you very much, my lord.
So maybe you can go over that just to...
Yes. Yes. Did you have any other comment relating to the general conditions of contract for the supply and delivery of goods for the Presidential Livestock Input Person Scheme, which you had not mentioned, which you would want to deal with before we move to the next exhibit?
Mungava ere nezvimwe zvamungada kuti munge muchitaura kana muchiwedzera maringe neexhibit number 4 yatakapedzisira kuita nezvayo inotariswa zvaitarisirwa pageneral conditions yecontract yembudzi dzepresidential scheme.
Kana ndichibvumidzwa timboona futi exhibit 4 yacho.
Am I allowed to peruse through the exhibit number 4?
Yes. Here it is.
Hapana zvakanyanya zvandingada kutaura.
I have nothing much to add.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go to exhibit number 5, which is the Government Gazette Extraordinary dated 3rd September 2021.
Exhibit number 5 in the Government Gazette yakaiswa musi wa3 September 2021.
Ayo hapana kutaura.
I have nothing to say on that one.
Okay. Exhibit number 6, the Sunday Mail.
And exhibit number 6, Sunday Mail.
Hapana chekuwedzera.
I have nothing to add on that.
Thank you very much. Exhibit number 7, the evaluation of tender by the ministry dated 12 October 2021.
Exhibit number 7.
Hapana chekuwedzera.
I have nothing to add.
And exhibit number 8,
Exhibit number 8.
which is the notification to Black Deck Private Limited dated 3 November 2021 of winning the tender.
Hapana chekuwedzera.
I have nothing to add.
Thank you. Exhibit number 9, the Presidential Goods Verification Report dated 21 August 2022
Exhibit number
by Mr. Alban Mindurwa. The verification report.
Yeah, exhibit number 9 ndikuiona zvangu and maonero andikuita yanga iri internal document.
I'm seeing exhibit number 9. From the way I'm seeing it, it was an internal document.
Yes.
And uyezve inini handisi kuona kuti iri kundipinza papi saMoses Mpofu because ndikuona vanhu vekuministry vaitaura pachavo.
I'm not seeing where I'm involved in this exhibit, since it was people from the ministry who were communicating among themselves.
Of course vaitaura nezvenyaya dzeBlack Deck Private Limited.
Though they were talking about Black Deck Investments,
Private Limited.
Private Limited.
Yeah, nyaya yangu chaiyo iri pakuti internal document reministry. Ministry yai internal memo yavo saka amene kuti andisikuinzwisisa kuti ndo iri kupinda papi pandiri.
My
in
issue
short.
here is that this was an internal document or an internal memo in the ministry, and I don't know where I'm involved in this.
What if the state is presenting it to the court as evidence to an allegation which they would make that you misrepresented that there had been 32,000 goats? And from that misrepresentation, that document shows that the verification report which was carried out had that report indicating that there was nothing. Those 32,000 goats were just a figment and a misrepresentation.
Kana vana vamuchuchisi vakushandisa gwaro irori vachiti mimi kama karishandisa muchinyepera kuti mwanga mune mbudzi 32,000 asi iri gwaro iri kuratidza kuti raiva verification yekuti panga pasina mbudzi.
Kana vachidaro ndofunga vanenge vachiti yaiva verification yavo maererano neBlack Deck Private Limited. Asi paverification yacho semaziviro anoita inini Black Deck Private Limited yanga isitombori mumaitikiro ezvinhu zvacho, saka handimbobvumirana naro whether rikuuya sekuti ndini Moses Mpofu. All right, sorry. Document iri inini ndisingawirirane naro saMoses Mpofu nekuti
Yes, Moses Mpofu, I do not agree with the contents of the document.
nekuti inini hapana musi one wandakamboita any verification ndine Minister of Agriculture.
I've never done a verification with the Ministry of Agriculture.
Ndikada kuenderera mberi ndomboti nde Black Tech Private Limited.
If I want to continue, I'll say this document was for Black Tech Private Limited.
Asi semanzwisisiro andikuita nevamwe vedu veBlack Tech Private Limited hapana verification yavakamboita yakafanana seiyoyi.
From my understanding, together with my colleagues from Black Tech Private Limited, they never concurred that they had such a verification with the ministry.
Cause ukatarisa verification iyi last paragraph zvokutaurwa izvo neministry kuti mbudzi dzakawanikwa i3,388.
If you check on the last part of the verification, it is saying that the goats which were secured were 388.
Asi semanzwiro andakaita pano mudare rino permanent secretary vaBasera vakataura imwe nhamba yakasiyana neiyi yandikuona.
From what I heard here in court, the permanent secretary, Mr. Basera, also mentioned a different figure from what I'm seeing.
Vajiri, the current permanent secretary, akataurawo nhamba yakasiyana neiyi.
The current permanent secretary, Mr. Gil, also mentioned a different figure from this one.
Kozoti vanga vari responsible neimplementation vamhindurwa vakapawo nhamba yakasiyana neiyoyi.
Mr. Mendurwa also gave a different figure from this.
Ndichitarisawo ndichicheka nevamwe vekuBlack Tech Private Limited, nhamba dzese dzakataurwa idzi dzakasiyana nedzavari kufungidzira.
When I checked it from my colleagues from Black Tech Private Limited, they also said that the figures were different.
Saka semaonero angu pane need yekuti manumbers aya dai kuchinzi kwakaitwa an official audit yekuti maparties ese oonesana ovhumirana figure imwe chete.
From my own understanding, I think there was supposed to be an official audit so that the figures would tally.
Ya nekuti pari zvino manumbers acho ese akangosangana achingosiyana saka
at the moment the figures are not tallying, they are different in all respects.
Okay.
Ndizo chete zvandinazvo pamusana pedocument.
That is all I want to say in respect of this exhibit.
That's exhibit number 15. Okay. Exhibit number 16, which is the Black Tech Private Limited CABS bank account number 10061262120 statement for the period April 2022 to January 2023.
Ndikuvumirana nayo kuti
I thought the witness was commenting on Exhibit 9.
He was commenting on Exhibit 9. Thank you very much, my lord.
Was Exhibit 15 was a minutes?
Of the verification. Oh, okay, that's where I heard that.
Exhibit
confusion.
9 was the reconciliation report.
Okay.
That's what the witness was commenting on. So we were expecting you, if
Yes.
you're following the sequence,
Yes.
to go to Exhibit 10.
Indeed, my lord. I'm indebted, my lord. So,
So you should be going to Exhibit 10.
yes, my lord. I'm indebted, my lord. Exhibit number 10.
Exhibit
which is the cancellation of contract dated 19 August.
Exhibit number 10 pandingave nekutaura nezvapo ndepekuti cancellation yakanyorerwa iyo company inonzi Black Deck Private Limited neMinistry of Agriculture.
What I want to comment on Exhibit 10 is that this was a cancellation of contract which was written to Black Deck Private Limited by the Ministry of Agriculture.
Uyezve Black Deck Private Limited yakapindura iyo ichi isingabvumirane nekucancelwa kwecontract kuti kwecontract sezvo cancellation yacho yanga isingaenderane nema-terms of the contract.
Black Deck Private Limited also responded by saying that it was not agreeing with the cancellation of the contract because it was not in tandem with the terms.
Okay.
Yeah, naizvozvo ndowirirana nayo kuti cancellation zveshuwa yecontract yeBlack Deck Private Limited kwete contract yeMoses Mpofu.
I agree that this was a cancellation of Black Deck Private Limited, not Moses Mpofu.
Okay. All right. Exhibit number 11, which is Black Deck Private Limited, CR14.
Exhibit 11.
Ndokuvumirana nayo.
I agree with it.
Chivumirana nayo pakuti Black Deck Private Limited zviri pachena kuti ine ma-directors too.
I agree with it in the sense that Black Deck Private Limited has two directors.
Mumwe wayo director ndini Moses Mpofu.
One of the directors is myself, Moses Mpofu.
Ndo chete zvandinazvo.
That is all I have in respect of this.
Okay, thank you. Exhibit number 12, which is Black Deck Private Limited, CR6.
Number 12.
Yes, number 12.
Ndokuwirirana nayo.
I agree with it.
Exhibit number 13, which is Black Deck Private Limited Certificate of Incorporation.
Exhibit 13.
Ndokuwirirana nayo.
I agree with it.
Exhibit number 14, the bid proposal document.
Exhibit 14.
Danchikubero kuti
Yes, this is it.
Tell me.
Bearing in mind that you already gave your evidence, if there's anything additional or different.
Hanzi ngangozwa kuti umbo hwenyu manga matoupa nechekare kana mune henyu humwe zvekuwedzera zvamungada kuisa ipapo.
ndokuwirirana nayo.
I agree with it.
Exhibit number 15, minutes of the presidential goat scheme, goat numbers verification exercise.
Exhibit 15.
Ndokuwirirana nayo.
I agree.
Exhibit number 16. Maybe before I go to that, exhibit number 15 correlates with exhibit number 9. What would be your comment in relation to that correlation?
Tisati taenderera mberi kuexhibit 16. Exhibit 15 iri kunzi ino ukama neexhibit number 9. Ndingavawo nechekutaura here maringe neukama iwowo.
Number 9. Exhibit number 9 ndochi.
The verification report dated 21 August.
And then
Verification report.
and then exhibit number 16.
Number 15 is the minutes of the presidential goat scheme, goat numbers verification exercise.
15. Sorry, Answeiwana, number 15. Ameno kana muinayo padhuze kuita manibatsira.
May you assist me if you have it?
My Lord, if I could borrow a copy of exhibit number 15 from the court. I don't seem to have it close to me.
Or exhibit number 15.
Yes.
Ndaiwana.
I have
Oh,
located.
okay, my Lord, I'm indebted.
Panapa ndiri kuona exhibit number 15. Extract ye page 15 of page 19. Ye standard bidding document.
Exhibit 15 is an extract from the bidding.
A standard bidding document.
From the standard bidding document.
Rakavhairo Ministry of Agriculture.
Exhibit 15 are minutes.
Oh, it's
Yes.
And it's exhibit 15 minutes.
Which are stamped.
LPD stroke J stroke 27
Yes,
36.
And the record, the bear stamp. 16 September 2022. Is that it?
Yes, my Lord.
Chidindo chemso 16 September 2022 exhibit
yeah, ndibatsireni iyoyo kwete.
15. May I be assisted with the exhibit?
Where's the court order? I'm opening that page.
Yeah, maybe mukatsokorodza mubvunzo.
Yes,
May
well,
that question be taken away?
yes, I was saying they relate to exhibit number 9.
Kunzika exhibit 15 iri kudyidzana neexhibit number 9.
Semaverengero andikuzviita panapa handisi kuona kupindirana kwazvo.
From what I'm reading here, I do not see the relationship.
Nekuti exhibit number
You see the problem with leading questions?
Oh, well, my Lord, I had noted that the witness had not seen the exhibit that I was driving his
But
attention.
you have told him that they are related. You should have asked him to comment on the two exhibits and whether there's any relationship. But you have put to him what you consider to be the position which is disputed. And it only means that you put a leading question to him. It doesn't matter. You can, I'm just alerting you that avoid, since he's your witness, avoid leading questions.
Indeed, my Lord. Yes.
sezvandambotaura exhibit 9 internal document vanhu vekuministry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard you that you have said that you see no relation between the two. No, that's fine.
Sai kuti hamuna ukama hwamuri kuona pakati pemagwitiridzi ari mumwe.
Okay. Right. Exhibit number 16,
Exhibit 16.
bank account number 1006-126 of 120. Statement for the period.
Ndikuwirirana nayo ndeye-Black Deck Private Limited.
I agree with it. It belongs to Black Deck Private Limited.
My Lord, I understand that those were all the exhibits from the state. I could be mistaken. I just see clarification if it was indeed. Okay. Thank you very much. What was your role, if any, in Exhibit 16 in the accounts?
Inini chikamu chenyu chamakaita kana changa chiripo paexhibit 16 changa chiri chenyu.
Bank statement.
On the bank statement.
Yes.
Ndebe kuti bank account ivepo pakashanda company documents ekuti zita rangu ririmo company documents iwayo.
For the bank account to be secured, I used my
Black Tech Private Limited yakashandisa company documents nema IDs ema directors.
For the bank account to be secured, Black Tech Private Limited used
company documents ane zita rangu
which bore my name
ne ID yangu yakashandiswa mukuvhura kweaccount iyoyi.
and also my identification card was also used in the opening of the bank account.
Okay.
Nemomo director since ndandisiri signatory ndega.
They also used the credentials of the other director since I was not the only signatory.
All right, no, that's fine. Now I want us to move to the charge that you are facing. I want to break it down so that you can comment on each part of that charge sheet.
Kuendera mberi tonangana nemhosva yemukunzi makatarisana nayo munomudai.
And I want to give it to you. So the first part of that charge states that you and Mike Chimombe, you were acting in consent and in common purpose.
Chikamu chekutanga chemhosva yamakatarisana nayo chiri kuti imimika pamwe chete na Mike Chimombe muri kunzi maishanda pamwe chete muchiita zvinhu zvenyu muri mose.
To make unlawful misrepresentations to the Minister of Finance.
Mukaenda muchinonyebera vanhu vekuministry of agriculture.
What is your comment on that part?
Munotochi nechikamu ichocho.
Handisi kuvhumirana napo.
I do not agree with it.
Nekuti hapana kana musi one wandakambosangana na Mike Chimombe tikaronga kuti ngatiende tinoita chitsotsi kana kuti tinoita misrepresentation ku Minister of Agriculture.
I do not agree with that in the sense that there is no day where I connived with Mike Chimombe to go and do a misrepresentation to the Ministry of Agriculture.
Okay. Right. It goes on to say to allege that you had an intention to deceive the Ministry of Lands and Agriculture, or you realized that there was a possibility that the ministry would be deceived by your actions.
Mhosva iyoyo ikaikuendera mberi chitoti imimi maitori nechinangwa chekubira nechitsotsi kana chekurozva Ministry of Lands and Agriculture kana kuti makatoizva muchinyatsonzwisisa kuti paizori nemukana mukuru wekuti Ministry of Lands and Agriculture igona kuzorasikirwa nekuberwa kwe.
Ya pamvunzo iyoyo panyaya iyoyo nchatanga nchiti isusu na Mike Chimombe hatina kumbovhira takambotsvaka basa ku Ministry of Agriculture.
Myself and Mike Chimombe never looked for employment at the Ministry of Agriculture.
Kana kuti ndoti hatina kumbovhira submita tender ku Ministry of Agriculture.
We never submitted a tender to the Ministry of Agriculture.
Ndoziva kuti nyaya iri kutaurwa yeMinistry of Agriculture inyaya yetender yakaparticipatwa neBlack Tech Private Limited.
What I know, from what is said about the Ministry of Agriculture is pertaining a tender which was submitted by Black Deck Private Limited.
And Black Private Limited aisi most Mpofu and uyezve most Mpofu ana kumbovhira aronga na Mike Chimombe kuti hande tinonyepera Ministry of Agriculture.
A Black Deck is not Mike Chimombe, and Mike Chimombe did not connive with Moses Mpofu to go and do a misrepresentation to the Ministry of Agriculture.
Okay. It goes on to allege that the tender documents in issue were your documents, yourself and Mike Chimombe. Says they are tender documents.
Iri kuendera mberi kaichitaura kuti madocuments etenda akapiwa anga ari enyu neaMike Chimombe.
Handisi kuvumirana nazvo nekuti hapana kana one document riri mutenda iyoyo exhibit number 14 yandatarisa kwemazuva akawandisa.
I do not agree with that because I did not see any document in exhibit 14 which I had studied for quite a long time.
Kuvhira musi pandakapiwa exhibit 14 kusvika nhasi madocuments aya hapana pakanzi kune document raMike Chimombe kana kuti raMoses Mpofu.
From the day I was given exhibit 14, I've never seen a document where it was saying that the document belongs to Mike Chimombe or Moses Mpofu.
Asi madocuments ese andikuona mu exhibit 14 ari ndecompany yakarejistwa ichinzi iyo Black Deck Private Limited.
All the documents that I saw in exhibit 14 belongs to a company which was registered by the name Black Deck Private Limited.
Okay. It goes on to allege that that company was not a registered company, but I know you have already commented on it. It goes further and states that you knew personally that Black Deck Livestock and Poultry Farming was not a registered company in Zimbabwe.
Iri kuendera mberi kaichitaura kuti kambani iyo yanga isina kurejistwa asi kaimimi mukunzi makambotaura nezvayo hazvo asi kaikuzoendera mberi chiti pane imwe kambani ikunzi yeBlack Deck Livestock and Poultry kunzi yanga isina kurejistwa.
Izvozvo zvekuti Black Deck Livestock and Poultry Farming haina kurejistwa nanhasi haisi registered, inini ndozviziva. Ndoziva kuti zita iroro trading name yeBlack Deck Private Limited.
What I know at the moment is that Black Deck Livestock and Poultry Farming is not registered because it is a product of Black Deck Private Limited.
It is there?
It's a trading name.
A trading name for Black Deck Private Limited.
Yes.
Okay. It goes further to allege that you knew that the tendered ZIMRA tax clearance certificate and the tendered NASA compliance certificate were not authentic.
Iri kuendera mberi kaichiti imimi maizviziva kuti mapepa ezimura etax pamwe chete nekunasa macertificates aya anga asina.
You knew that they were not authentic, those documents.
Anga asiri magwaro chaiwo chaiwo echokwadi.
Izvozvi ndozviramba.
I rebut that.
Ndansina ruzivo nezvazvo nekuti mapepa iwayo ezimra nenasa handisirini ndakama applya kana kuti akama processor.
I did not have that knowledge because I'm not the one who processed the ZIMRA papers and the NASA papers.
Okay. What if one alleges that as a director of Black Deck Private Limited, you ought to have known that those documents were not authentic?
Kokana mwe munhu akati imimi ko sa director we a Black Deck Private Limited maifananga makazviziva.
nenda kufanira kuchimutsanangurira kuti Black Deck Private Limited una director are responsible ne administration and compliance.
I'll explain to that person that at Black Deck Private Limited, there's a director who is responsible with the administration
And compliance. Compliance yakafanana nezvinhu zvinenge ana NASA, Zinara, Zimra nemamo government institutions.
And the compliance includes documents from NASA, Zinara, and Zimra.
Inini munhu iyeye ndakumutsanangurira zvakare kuti inini ndiri director weBlack Deck Private Limited responsible for implementation.
I'll also explain to that person again that I'm a director of Black Deck Private Limited,
responsible for implementation of projects. And akandivunza munhu iyeye maererano ne-implementation yemabasa eBlack Deck Private Limited panenge ndiri responsible, ndokwanisa kumupindura.
And if that person asks me about the implementation of our projects at Black Deck Private Limited, I'm able to answer them.
Okay. The charge goes on to indicate that you knew that Black Deck Livestock and Poultry Farming, or Black Deck Private Limited, had no capacity to deliver 632,001 goats needed by the ministry. 632,001 goat.
Irikuendera mberi ka ichiti iyo imimi maizviziva kuti Black Deck Private, Black Deck Poultry and Livestock Farming yanga isikakwanisi kunge ichikwanisa kuunza mbudzi dzingaita idzo 632,001.
In other words, you misrepresented that the company or yourself had the capacity to deliver such number of goats when you knew that it did not have the capacity.
Neimwe nzira kazvunzi imi makanyepa kuti maikwanisa kuunza mbudzi idzodzo, asi munyatsoziva kuti mbudzi company yenyu kana imimi wacho manga musikakwanisi kunge muchikwanisa kuunza mbudzi idzodzo.
Proceed. Okay, thank you, my lord. Yes.
Yeah, chatanga nekuti inini definitely capacity yoyo as a person Moses Mpofu hantomborina.
As an individual, Moses Mpofu, I do not have that capacity. Asi
company inonzi Black Deck Private Limited or company trading as Black Deck Livestock and Poultry Farming, capacity inayo, and
but the company Black Deck Private Limited trading as Black Deck Livestock and Poultry Farming has that capacity.
Tichatangira pakuti capacity iyi inotangira pakuti Black Deck Private Limited yakakwanisa iyo kuwana advance payment guarantee as per requirement of the contract.
I'll start by saying that this capacity emanates from the fact that Black Deck Private Limited was given an advance payment guarantee.
And advance payment guarantee atikutaura nezvayo nde payment ye 30%, which is equivalent to 26 million US dollars payable at the prevailing bank rate.
The advance payment that I'm talking about is the 30%, which sums up to 26 million US dollars payable at the bank rate.
Saka kuti uone kuti Black Tech Private Limited ine capacity haungosvika kubank any company chingotsvaga magarantees akafanana neiwayo vachipiwa, asi inoratidza kuti Black Tech Private Limited iri credit worthy, ndosaka yakakwanisa kupiwa magarantii anenge iyoyo.
For one to be able to see that Black Tech Private Limited has the capacity, is the fact that banks do not offer credit to companies without capacity. That is why Black Tech Private Limited was offered such in amount.
Maybe Lord, if the interpretation can relate that, he said credit guarantee, not credit.
Most of them.
Yes. You need you to clarify that.
Most of that, my lord.
Thank you, my lord. Right. The state also alleged that you caused actual prejudice of $7,380,751.85 to the ministry.
Vamuchuchisa kuti imimiwo makakonzeresawo kurasikirwawo kwemari peministry. Ino mari inoita iyo $7,308,757.85.
Iyo nchaipindura nchiti inini saMoses Mpofu handisati kana kuti handina kumbobvira ndabhadharwa mari neMinistry of Agriculture.
I'll answer that question by saying that myself as an individual, I was never paid such an amount by the Ministry of Agriculture.
Asi nchaenderera mberi nchiti iri Black Tech Private Limited hongu yakabhadharwa mari iyoyo at the prevailing bank rate.
But I'll continue by saying that Black Tech Private Limited was paid that amount at the prevailing bank rate.
And daipa pane prejudice, ma bank guarantee atikuta ma advance payment guarantee atikutaura nezvawo, basa rawo nderekuti kana kwaita chiitiko chekuti performance haina kufamba mushe kana kuti mari haina kushandiswa zvaifanira kushandiswa, Ministry of Agriculture yaienda kubank, whether Medbank kana kuti rimwe bank guarantee ratakazonotsvaga rechi2 reku-First Capital, cause ndo basa reguarantee.
But if there was that such a prejudice, the Ministry of Agriculture was supposed to approach the banks where we secured our advance payment guarantee, because that is the work of the guarantee.
Ivo havana kuenda kumabhenki iwayo kana kuti vachaenda hameno nekuti vanoziva kuti ivo vanga vari mu-breach of contract ne-Black Tech Private Limited.
So they are supposed to go to the banks. I'm not so sure if they are going to go to the banks, but they know that they were in breach of the terms and conditions of the contract.
Rimwe bank, Medbank, yakasvika pakuvanyorera tsamba ichivapa a time frame yekuti we are in breach and mukasagadzirisa breach iyoyo we are nullifying the bank guarantee.
Nedbank wrote a letter to them notifying them that they were in breach of the contract. And if they do not rectify that, there was going to be a nullification of the bank guarantee.
Minduro ye Ministry of Agriculture na NAS handisati ndambonzwa nezvayo kana kuiona.
Up to now, I have not yet received the response from the Ministry of Agriculture.
Kunze kwekuti vabhasera the previous permanent secretary vakataura ivo kuti vakasiya nyaya iyoyo ichifambiswa mberi kuti Ministry of Agriculture ikwanise kuwana mari yayo kubva kubanki.
Except to say that the previous permanent secretary, Mr. Basera, told the court that he left the ministry, and the ministry was still trying to pursue the matter so that it will claim its money from the bank.
Saka naizvozvo predatures yekutaurwa nezvayo whether kubva kuBlack Deck Private Limited kana kuti kwandiri Moses Mpofu naMike Chimombe handisi kuona kuti wobva nepapi.
From all that, I am not seeing where myself and Moses Chimombe are producing the ministry or where the prejudice is coming from.
Okay. Now, before I sit down, is there anything else that you feel I may not have asked you, but which you feel is very relevant and material that you want this court to take into account?
Ndisati ndagara pasi pane here zvimwe zvamunoona sezvakakosha zvamusati maudza dare rino zvamungakwanisa kuudza dare pari zvino? Yes.
Okay.
Inini panyaya yese iyi kune pari kundinetsa chaizvo.
From all this, there's something that is boggling my mind.
Netsa kusvika pakurwadziwa pakuti 14 months 15 months dzese idzi takarambirwa bail from day one.
This issue boggles my mind in the sense that I've been denied bail for the past 14, 15 months.
Asi patakaenda kucourt, kumagistrate court, nyaya ichiko state yakabvunzwa kunze mumhangari wenyaya iyi ndiani, and munhu wekuzaki aiwo vachapwanya vakapindura ivo vachiti nyaya iyi vakaiwana kuna anonymous. It came in as an anonymous report.
When I appeared before the magistrate's court, the state was asked about the complainant of the matter, and a ZEC official, Mr. Chapkanya, said that this issue came through an anonymous person.
Fast forward, chisvika patrial up, vachapwanya vakapa ivo statement yavo yekuti vaifanira kuti vauye padare rino kuzotsanangura kuti nyaya yedu mhosva yedu takaipara sei.
When we appeared in court, Mr. Chapkanya also gave a statement in which he said that he wanted to appear before the court so that he would explain to the court how we committed this offense.
Statement yavachapwanya ndiyo statement yanari muma-state papers atakapiwa pa-indictment.
Mr. Chapkanya's statement is the statement which is on the state papers, which we were given on our indictment.
Saka chikunetsa ndechekuti icho anonymous, fine, ndi anonymous hazivikanwi. Apa information aenda kuzek akanopa information kana kuti anyora tsamba kana kuti afona nyaya yake yese yekuti ndakakonaiva navachimombe tikaisa mapepa efeki vakaipira kuzaki vachapwanya vakatisunga. Ndaitarisira kuti ivo vachiuya pano vochitiudza kuti ivo naanonymous wavo mhosva yedu vakaiona papi, takaipara sei, nguwai, yakaitika miitikiro upi wacho.
Since Mr. Chapkanya was alleging that he received the information from the anonymous, he was supposed to come here in court together with the anonymous person and then explain to the court how we committed the offense, when and how.
At least kana kusauya na anonymous cause iye ndiye anoziyana na anonymous wake, ndiye anogona kumubvunza ma-details ari clear. At least vachapwanya vaifanira kuuya kuti tive nekunzwisisa kwedzimwe nyaya dzatingabvunze but toshaya kuti tingabvunzani.
He was not supposed to bring the anonymous person per se, but he was supposed to appear in person so that we give him some questions which you want to ask him.
Is that evidence?
Well, my lord, he was just saying what he wants the court to take into account as a summary.
In summing up, a witness comes to tell us facts. not to sum up.
I just thought that in the interest of fairness, my lord, I should just give him an opportunity to say whatever he feels in this matter before.
Yes, we
I
have
close.
listened to him. I'm just trying to jolt you into realizing that as a lawyer, you can guide him. Naturally, as an accused person, he has got his own emotions. But are we here to deal with that? Or you are here to lead evidence? That's why you are there. He's represented. You can guide him. He can tell you everything. You can then say that in your closing submissions. Because he's actually critiquing the state case. Is this the stage to do so?
Well, maybe let me put the question in a different way. my lord.
I'm just saying we don't want to unnecessarily curtail you. You can proceed. But remember, you've got other stakeholders here who may not really have the patience to go through that. But you can proceed if you think it is helping your client's case.
I would want him, my lord, to say things that are within him.
That's
because he's the one who's
exactly what I'm trying to do, to at least guide him and to tell him that what you want from him are facts. If he has anything that he wants you to submit on in summing up the case, you will have your day in court regarding that.
Indeed, my lord. I'll rephrase the question, my lord. In your defense outline, you indicate that this matter is as a result of a third person or third hand. What were you talking about in your defense?
imimi kamarambiro yenyu yemhosva iyoyi makati iyi mhosva iyoyi yakakonzereswawo nemumwe munhu wechitatu kana kuti womumwe munhu mungatiwo china izvozvo?
Ndakadaro ndikudaro pamusana pekuti munhu iye anenge iye anonymous anounza nyaya oshaya kuti avepo kuprova kuti ini ndakaita chitsotsi apa, ndakabika bepa iri, ndakadya mari iyi, ndakaita chakati.
I mentioned that that person was anonymous, and the person was saying that I did a misrepresentation and I provided some fake papers
Ndikadya mari yestate.
and defrauded the state.
Zvasiyana nekuti anonymous iye dai akaripota kuti uyu Mpofu uyu naChimombe vabatei vane mbanje muhomwe, kosvika mupurisa otibata wana mbanje muhomwe, ndaisatsvaga anonymous iye cause mhosva tatobatwa tiinayo.
But if the anonymous person reported that I had data in my pocket together with my Moses Mpofu and report to the police, I was supposed to be arrested and there was no need for me to look for the anonymous person.
Manje uyu anonymous anongounza nyaya yandisingatombozivi kuti ari kuiwana kupi, achingopomera nyaya isina evidence. Uyezve anonymous wacho on top of that haauyi, IO wacho haauyi, isusu tosara chinetsana tega.
This anonymous person only spread lies against me and did some fabrications against me and Moses Mpofu.
Okay.
And he did not appear in person.
Okay.
Saka ndofunga kuti ndiye anonymous iye ari kupushira nyaya iyo.
So I think it is the anonymous person which is pursuing the matter.
Okay. Anything else besides that?
Pane here zvimwe kusiyana kwaizvozvo.
Ndoda kutenda dare rino nekutipa nguva yekuti tinzwike.
I want to applaud the court for granting me an opportunity to be heard.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. My lord, I have no further questions this week.
Very well, Mr. Mpofu, you have been answering questions from your lawyer. At this stage, the State Council will put questions to you.
Manga muchipindura kamibvunzo yange ichibva kugweta renyu, asi panguva ino gweta vamuchuchisi vachange vachikubvunzai mibvunzo.
It is a procedure of this court, so just listen to the questions and answer them to the best of your ability.
ndo mafambiro anoita nyaya muno mumatare saka imi munyatsoteereresa mibvunzo yamuchabvunzwa munyatsoipindurawo zvizere.
Yeah, the other lawyers who represent the second accused persons will also be able to put questions, allowed to put questions to you in cross-examination.
Mamwe magweta vanomiririra musungwa wepiriwo vachazopiwawo zvakare mukana wekuzokubvunzai imimiwo mibvunzo.
You must also listen attentively and answer the questions directly to the best of your ability.
Imimi kama muchinyatsoteereresa kumibvunzo iyoyo munyatsoipindurawo semugonero wenyu imimi vamungaita.
There will obviously be issues that you may want to clarify arising from the questions that are going to be put to you.
Pane nyaya dzimwe dzinenge ichida kuzoti dzinge dzichijekeswa nemi kubva kumibvunzo yacho yamuchange muchibvunza.
So your lawyer will then have another opportunity to talk to you again and put questions so that you straighten things.
Saka gweta renyu richange zvakare richizokubvunzai mibvunzo kuti munge muchikwanisa kujekesa pacho ipapo panoda kuti pajekeswe.
I'm just telling you this out of abundance of caution, but the assumption is that you have already received that advice.
Ndiri kungokunyeurirayiwo kuti ndikubatsirewo asi ndinozivisisa kuti izvi zvese izvi manga matozviyambirwa nezvazvo kare.
You understand?
Manzwisisa.
Yes. Do you want to continue whilst standing or you want to use a high stool?
Mungadai kuendera mberi makamira kana kuti mopiwa chituro chekugara.
Ndomira.
Continue assistant.
State.
My lord, a matter of procedure. It is the state's view that a co-accused person has to cross-examine his co-accused person before the state goes to cross-examination. Yes. The state is never sandwiched in cross-examination between the witness and his co-accused person.
So you're saying the co-accused persons must
It's the one who
start.
goes first.
Yes. Wait, Mr. Chetero,
I have no point to chew in this conversation, my lord.
do you agree? Are you willing to adopt that procedure?
My lord, it is my respectful view that the state is the dominus and it must start.
Mr. Stole?
Thank you, my lord. We take the view as also put by Mr. Chetero. The state is the dominant litigant. It should first conduct its cross-examination. We had sought to try and iron out that issue before court as responsible people, but we saw that we had a divergence of opinion. Why we believe, my lord, that the state ought to conduct its cross-examination and then we enter into the next stage is because it is still part of the evidence which is being elicited, but it's now the state having to have a quite the credibility. Our understanding of the law is that if there are any adverse issues which then arise from the evidence even after the cross-examination, if there are issues which arise, then the co-accused persons can then have a good cross-examination insofar as trying to exonerate ourselves from that linkage. The difficulty that we have is if you have the co-accused cross-examining first, certain things happen, and then we have the state having the last word in respect of cross-examination, we have no right then to revisit the situation and try to then start to put cross-examination. So generally we will not have cross-examined, but if there are adverse issues which then arise out of the cross-examination in the entirety of the evidence of the first accused person, then we put our goal. We hoped we would have resolved these issues as lawyers, but we then realized we have that difficulty. But we take the view.
What has been the practice for as long as you remember, where you have more than one accused? What has been the approach?
In my own experience,
Yes.
it has been as we are suggesting that.
Thank
Because
you.
maybe the court would then invite the issues arising after the cross-examination, and then you might say yes, one or two, or we totally remain silent.
Okay. State, any response?
My lord, the procedure is arising from the charge sheet. The state is alleging that they were acting in association with each other. They are being put together as one. That is why the first accused person will give evidence because the allegation that they were acting in association, the other co-accused persons would follow. and then after all the evidence of the accused persons has been adduced, then the state can then cross-examine.
Sorry, say that again.
I'm saying the procedure is arising, the procedure on who to cross-examine first in respect.
I'm particularly interested in the last part where you said after the accused persons have what? Put their case and then the state comes in. I'm not sure.
Normally, what happens is that if a accused one gives evidence, then the court will invite the co-accused person whether they have any cross-examination for the first accused person, if any. Normally, they don't.
What is the purpose of cross-examination?
The cross-examination is that you'll be testing the evidence of the witness. From what? From the testimony that witness has given. And also, because they are jointly charged with the other co-accused person, they are being alleged to have acted in common purpose.
Yes.
All that evidence of having acted in common purpose has to be brought forward before the state really cross-examines the witness or the witness stand.
Brought forward by the co-accused.
By the accused persons who are being taken together as having acted together. So the state is
I'm just saying, let's start from the basics.
Yes.
Basics. Cross-examination. It is done for a purpose.
Yes.
What is it? What is the purpose of it? That's what I'm asking. What is cross-examination? Maybe we can then get I would prefer a situation where we define it by defining its purpose. What is the purpose of cross-examination?
The purpose of cross-examination is to test the credibility of the witness, to test the truthfulness of the evidence that has been adduced.
Yes. So, is that all? We're just going back to the basics, what we learned at school. You might have to read textbooks. But my recollection, correct me, disabuse me if I'm wrong. I will of course consult the other members of the bench. But but this is a legal issue which I should engage. Yes. I'm entitled to consult assessors, but it's basically a legal issue for the judge. I thought cross-examination, the purpose is there's what they call cross-examination to credit, which means you want to test, you're really, as an opponent, you want to discredit him.
Yes.
That's number one.
Yes.
Then cross-examination to elicit evidence. You want to establish certain facts through him.
Yes.
He's not your witness, but you may want able to be established facts favorable to the state case through him.
Yes.
Those are the main functions of cross-examination. Yes. So if we approach it from that perspective, who wants to discredit the accused?
It is the cross-examiner.
I mean, who in particular? Who is that? Because this is an adversarial system. Who is his adversary?
In case it is the state.
Yes.
Yes.
So why don't you want to have a go at him and discredit him first before everybody else?
Unfortunately, my lord, as the witness was correctly testifying, he was also talking on behalf of his co-accused person.
Yeah.
Number two, he was saying...
Yes, you want to...
Sorry, my lord, I just raised to interject that he was not talking on behalf of the second accused person. He was talking on his own behalf.
You can see you are inviting an emotional response. But it doesn't matter. But you see, that's all I'm saying. But anyway, we will... before I tell you how we are going to proceed, what has been the approach for as long as you remember, as State Council, where persons are charged as co-perpetrators? What has been the approach in terms of cross-examination?
The approach is that co-accused persons, they will cross-examine
First,
each other
before the-
first.
before the
We've
state.
done it, the Rara City Council cases, state versus Bomba and others, part 1, part 2, before this court, and all other cases that have.
Oh, I see.
This is the first of its kind
Oh, I
that
see.
is being proposed. In any case, the reason why the co-accused person has to cross-examine the witness first is that the witness, these people, they are jointly charged. Now, because they are jointly charged, the state is saying they were acting together. So, their version of the events of having acting together, their witness, they have to either deny or confirm that they were acting together before they are then cross-examined.
I see.
Yes.
But what we are in the defense case, it's an issue that I had not really anticipated. The issue didn't arise in the state case. It's arising in the defense case. So, we so it makes a lot of difference.
Sorry?
So it makes a lot of
The
difference.
state
does it?
tends to be prejudiced. If what is being proposed by my colleagues
Is that
adopted,
approach?
that approach will prejudice the state.
Okay.
And that
Okay, because you want to be able to cross-examine him on the answers that he would have given in response to the questions by the counsel representing the co-accused.
Yes. Because the state is presenting that they were acting in association with each other.
Yes. And
And
is
after-
the issue of honors informative?
And also after the cross-examination, the next thing that would naturally follow is the re-examination. It can't be cross-examination by a co-accused person.
No,
That
I
is
know,
what
I know, Mr. Dretero, but I'm saying, does the issue of honors, is it of assistance in terms of the approach to take? You are saying they are co-accused persons, they must question each other, and then you can now have a go at him. What are we saying about that? Are we saying they have any responsibility in terms of proving this case or disproving it?
In terms of adversarial system,
Yes.
the other party who is supposed to cross-examine should have the last word on cross-examination.
Oh, I see.
Yes, he should. There is no one who should come after the other party who is already in this particular. No one should come after the state in cross-examination. The person in this matter is who is supposed to cross-examine during defense case is the state, and there is no party who should come after the state as cross-examined.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
I see. Well, yeah, like I'm saying, I had not anticipated this. It would have assisted if you had approached me in chambers. Then maybe we would have dealt with this issue by referring to our experiences and case law, if there's any, and textbooks and so on. But let's actually, sorry, you want to say something?
We wanted to suggest that we could actually adjourn Melody.
Yes,
maybe if we
intend to do that. But for how long?
and then
is
approach
it?
yourself in chambers.
Oh. No, we don't want you to disturb us now. you have lost that opportunity. If you had approached us in chambers, definitely we would have interrogated the issue. We could have cooperated to interrogate the issue because it's not an issue which would ordinarily require a ruling. Like I said, all these procedural issues are best tackled through joint effort rather than through court orders. Yeah, but what you have already made your representations, we are going to take a break and consider the way forward. Yes,
My Lord, maybe with your leave, as we break to consider the issue. I just wanted to make it clear because I've heard something arising from what Mr. Mpofu said.
Okay.
Yes, we are jointly charged as co-accused persons, but we are different accused persons in respect of our cases, in defending those cases. So as much as the state might have a perception or its approach to say when we lead, we view them as one. And the critical issue then which you arose and which you also alluded to is the prejudice. If from our perspective we view ourselves as jointly charged, but we have our own separate case which we are dealing with continuously together, our view is that question of prejudice again, as to say, what of issues arising from the credibility or lack of credibility through cross-examination from the state, when we have already dealt with the evidence? How do we also address that particular issue in light of the fact that the next issue will be re-examination? So
well, I will tell you.
Bring it to your attention.
I will tell you. Just because it has taken me by surprise, I'm now very confused. But I thought I was very clear that because cross-examination elicits evidence, the co-accused person may not be happy about that, about the evidence that, because you see, we are not dealing with evidence elicited in chief.
Indeed.
We are also thinking about evidence that the state may be able to lead against your clients through this witness.
Indeed.
And that might concern your clients,
Yes.
who may then want to cross-examine him concerning that evidence. So, as far as this witness is concerned, he is not yet done.
Yes.
He may have said something against your clients. He may still say something
Yes.
which you may want to discredit.
Yes.
So that was my prima facie view.
Indeed.
But because now this issue has been raised, we need to be correct.
Yes. And I wanted to then say, Lord, in that aspect, the state still has a right. It is going to cross-examine us in respect of
Yes,
what will be
yeah.
said by the
Yes.
first accused person.
Very well. At the end of the day, we control our processes.
Indeed.
We are going to retire and consider how we should approach this issue.
Indeed.
We need about, since it's the lunch break, we can take 15 minutes. Do you want more time?
I think 15 minutes is okay.
Yeah.
Yes, if the court will be ready in 15 minutes. I think
Yes,
that is
hopefully. The court will adjourn.
Mtemo unonyorwa pakesi dzakadai mtemo unonyorwa pakesi dzakadai mtemo unofana kunyorwa.
okay.